and welcome again to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. In the increasingly crowded stable at Ferrari, among all their delectable exotics, there is but one supercar, the F50. It's an extraordinary machine, one whose limits can only be explored on roads without them. That's why we brought this F50 here to Pocono International Raceway. Let's get it unloaded, and I'll show you what I mean. And unloaded we did, very carefully, as anyone would when handling a car with a price tag of nearly $500,000, but less than 4 inches of ground clearance, and a very generous but slightly nervous owner looking over our shoulders. And that owner, Mr. Benny Caiola, is a Ferrariist of the first order, and the sort of person that can appreciate Maranello's finest, and the F50 is fine. Built on a competition-worthy carbon fiber monocoque chassis, the F50 offers features normally only found on the world's top-level race cars. The power plant of 4.7-liter dual overhead cam V12 with 5-valve cylinder heads is basically a detuned Formula One engine. It makes a stunning 513 horsepower and 347 pound-feet of torque. It also serves as part of the chassis, being bolted directly to the rear of the featherweight 225-pound tub, while the gearbox serves as the mounting point for the pushrod-activated dual A-arm suspension with electronically adjustable Bilstein shocks. The engine's considerable strength is controlled by Ferrari's lightest shifter yet, though the 6-speed manual's gated pattern still takes some getting used to. And finally meets the road by way of huge 18-inch magnesium wheels wearing specially designed Goodyear GS Fiorano tires. And it's all cloaked in rakish carbon fiber body panels that scream race car, from the profusion of air scoops and cooling fan ducts to the massive rear wing. And for that real 24 hours of Le Mans look, the hardtop is detachable. Even the interior poses the Spartan ambience of a full-bore competition machine. The carbon fiber dash is as basic as they get, while the super firm racing seats cocoon the driver and passenger for maximum lateral support. There are only a few necessary controls, including the starter button and a set of digital gauges that, with a very prominent analog tachometer, leave no doubt as to how this car should be driven. Even the pedals are drilled out to save weight, which is the same reason that the windows are manually operated. But if all this leads you to expect an uncompromising race car character from the F50, then you may be disappointed. Ferrari has softened the edges of the envelope just enough to make the F50 a very drivable machine. Turn-in is lightning fast with almost zero body roll. Initial front plow quickly gives way to a very neutral feel, much more forgiving than the average racer. The manual steering delivers a light feel and excellent response, but only at speed, and that is like a race car. We found that the best method of pointing the F50 is with the throttle. Steady throttle keeps the whole package balanced, while a little more or less helps it turn. That terrific engine response is our favorite part of the F50's performance. Keep the fiery V12's revs about 5 grand and it jumps off corners like a scalded feline. Runs from 0 to 60 take less than 4 seconds. And produces some of the sweetest motor music we've ever heard that bounces off the walls of Pocono International Raceway and conjures up visions of drivers like Lauda, Prost, and Villeneuve. Though it also means that when driven hard, the F50 is as loud inside the cockpit as any full-blown race car. And the price is equal to that of a full-blown race car as well. It costs $487,000 to put one of only 55 Ferrari F50s imported into the U.S. into your garage. Obviously, it's way too much car for the average person's wallet. And with its half-century of thoroughbred lineage and fabulous performance, too much for the average public road as well. The Ferrari F50 is as close to a race car as a road car can get, even though its favorite roads are ones that most folks can't drive.